Okay, so now we're going to tie a whole bunch of things together. So I got a 1 kilogram mass, and it's going to roll, and it's going to be important. I'm not sliding it, I'm rolling it. And the center of mass of that cylinder is moving at 1.8 meters per second. What's the total amount of energy that possesses?
1/2 MV.
So let's just back up the bus. What types of energy does it have?
Kinetic.
What kind?
Rotational kinetic.
Rotational.
Which is
Oh,
found-
Why rotational?
Because it's rotating.
it's spinning.
Spinning.
1/2 I.
So it's going to have a certain amount of kinetic
I
energy,
butt squared.
rotational, which is 1/2
I
I
butt squared.
omega squared. Now here's the problem with that. That's a train wreck right now. First off, to calculate I for a solid cylinder, what's the moment of, how do you calculate the moment of inertia of a solid
1/2
cylinder?
MR
MV,
squared.
MR squared. Why is
So
it
I'm going to
MV?
write that as 1/2 times 1/2
0.
mr squared.
We don't know the radius.
I don't know the radius.
Take a guess.
Nor do I know omega.
We know.
Problematic. I know the mass.
Let's just go to 1/2 MV squared
Why?
because we
Does
have.
it also have translational kinetic energy?
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's not just spinning like this, right?
it's moving across the ground.
So it's going to have translational and rotational. True?
True.
Go with that? So I can add to that 1/2 mv squared.
We know M and V.
Hold on. Can I calculate my translational kinetic energy?
Yes.
I got my mass and I got my velocity. But I don't know my radius and I don't know my omega. But we're clever.
Set it equals.
So does V equals R omega?
Mm-hmm.
So if I solve this for omega, what do I get?
Or
V over R.
So I get 1/2 times 1/2
Oh, what? the-
mr squared. And then omega is V over R, but that's going to be V squared over,
R squared.
I thought about doing this. One of the problems I did.
okay, true? So what happens, this is a sad day for the pirate. What happens to R squared?
Cancels.
Oh, I lose me R squared. Okay?
No.
No!
Not the R squared.
Now, let's do a little algebra. 1/2 times 1/2 gets me,
1/4.
so I have 1/4 m times v squared plus 1/2 mv squared, which gives me a total of 3/4
MV squared.
equals my total amount of energy. When you do these problems, and this is a relatively simple one, the worst thing that you can do is try to put in numbers. You're screwed. Okay? You will not win. You have to solve these problems by putting in,
Letters.
yes. And because you can't, you don't know the radius. You don't know the angular velocity. Cohen,
Will that formula apply to all
no.
cylinders
The
rolling on the
technique
ground?
will. Okay, yes, if it's a solid cylinder, yes, it will. Okay, but if it's a sphere that's rolling, it's a completely different equation because the moment
It's
of
different.
inertia is completely different. Okay,
Then
got that idea. Now,
Miss you.
Thank you.
shut down yonder camera, let's go to the back.
Uh-oh.